Sagittarius, welcome to Told Us Love Tarot. If this is your first time here, I hope you like and subscribe. If you're returning, hello Sag, long time no see. I know I've been gone a while. Did a little hiatus from readings, and then have been busy. So took some time, focused on some of the readings that I wanted to be doing, and then starting to get back into a rotation. And Sagittarius, you have been heavy on my mind. I was going to do your sign yesterday, but then I've learned that a cap for me on a regular day is like 2 readings, because especially now they're getting into the hour length, which today cannot go that long. And I just want to say, like, one of the things I'm going to start with, Sagittarius, is on kind of a heavier subject, and it's not something I would normally or ever like just rip this out of thin air and say this is what I feel is going on or someone could be dealing with. But in my world, there is no such thing as a coincidence, and for me to kind of get interrupted right before I was about to start your reading, to be interrupted, to be reminded that I've going to be attending something that's about essentially it's a mental health, I'm not going to go into it, but it's about signs of suicide. And I can't help but think, and like immediately as I was rewatching The Sopranos last night, it's the episode where it's at the very end, Anthony Jr. Has been showing signs of depression, and Meadow, I saw the episode last night, Meadow goes to her parents and she's saying, and AJ is exhibiting these signs that her former college roommate exhibited, and she's worried about her brother. So for that to have been on my TV last night and for me to be going into this today, I'm like, ooh, right as I was about to do a Sag reading too, there's someone who's either going and finding themselves I don't want to go down the road of how that could relate to anything. I'm just going to say, Sagittarius, that was maybe someone is making comments around you, Sagittarius, or you've made some comments and you've made people worried, but it's things that, like, you may not have like thought about it at the moment, but you've locked them back here. All right, I'm just gonna stop with that, because not because I want to stop, because if it was meant to help someone, it would meant to help someone, but I'm just gonna keep going. Sagittarius, this is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus. I have shorts on underneath this dress, so if I'm sitting like this, which I shouldn't be sitting like this in a dress, but I want to feel comfortable, as you should feel comfortable too, Sag. If this doesn't resonate, check out the other signs in your chart. If the other signs in your chart aren't out yet, they'll be coming slowly. Sag. Happy Gemini season. It starts today. I hope you had a good Taurus season. And I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. I have a new deck, the After Tarot deck. I've been using it at the very end of readings. So you'll see that one as well. Mom-dad issues. Very funny. Red flags. I only see you as a friend. I'm being honest. Prefer to be alone. So someone, the first thing I'm thinking, this is going to be specific, but take it as it resonates. First of all, someone is like obsessed with iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts. Manipulative, mentally, verbally, emotionally. Eternally beautiful, eternally attractive. Okay, all right, Sagittarius. This is either how you are viewing someone or how they are viewing you, however it resonates. Someone here has some mom or dad issues, like things that have happened with their parents that have, that are part of the red flags that are noticed either about you, Sagittarius, or this is what you're noticing about them. Their mom dad issues. Someone is very funny, and I think they use that to cover up these issues that they have. But there are red flags. They are not blatantly red flags, but there are red flags that are noticed. Someone close to you, Sagittarius, or however this resonates. It could be the person who's close to you that's noticing these issues. Your friend noticing and yeah, it could be a friend around you, or you are this person's friend and you are noticing these qualities about them. But it is, if there was any sort of romantic situationship going on at one point, someone really only truly sees the other person as only a friend. They're honestly like, I would rather be alone than be in a relationship. But it's like, I'd rather be alone than be in a relationship with you, because they can see the mom and dad issues that have created these red flags in someone. That's what I get from these 6 cards. Maybe someone, it's like they notice that this person is manipulative, or it's like the friend is able to see their friend be emotionally or mentally or verbally manipulative, and this is part of the red flags. Maybe there's friendship there because each of you is really funny, or you find this person really funny, but the closer you've gotten, Sagittarius, or them to you, they've noticed these red flags that tie back to childhood issues with your parents or with their parents. And you only will see them as a friend, or would never see them more than just a friend. So that's for somebody out there. Let's get into the decks. The decks. Okay. High Priestess. You're my first reading of the day, Sagittarius, so I've noticed that when it's like the first reading, it's like the engine is just revved. Wow. So this is the 8 of Wands again. which I already saw with that guy on the motorcycle, which is a communication card, followed by the moon, which is Cancer energy. I feel like someone's thinking about you, Sagittarius, or you've been thinking a lot about someone, especially at night, or this is like literally like they're thinking about communicating, or you do communicate with this person and they think about you at night. Someone could be venting to you, Sagittarius, which you have this great ear that bends. People like to bend your ear and talk to you. The High Priestess, that's Pisces energy, and then the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So some heavy Pisces. You could have 2 Pisces in your life. I feel like this could be like Sag, this could be your parents or one of your, whoever cares about you, your parental figure, whomever. Or this is you worried about your own child, Sagittarius, if you have kids. But I feel like someone feels like they're waiting for something to happen, like waiting for what's gonna go wrong next, what's gonna happen next. It's feeling very stuck. The energy is very intuitive here, though. Someone like, wow, this is gonna sound really interesting and deep, but Sag, you've been having deep readings like this, and it could be something like going into a trance state or trying. You venture into different parts of your mind or different parts, different ways of thinking. You're adventurous in different ways that either you keep secret, or it has to do with like being true to your inner self, who your soul is. So you like, I don't know how else to describe this, but like you push yourself out to deviate from the normal way of thinking and to see things in a different way. It's like the world is in a rat race and you refuse to follow the social norms. And I'm getting that from this card, and I haven't flipped over what came out, but it's like she's tied, the person is tied to the world and the societal norms. And I'm seeing a commercial of someone just acting like a fool, dancing weird on the sidewalk in front of people. And like, this is how I feel I'm at, like this energy of you're still tied to those societal norms, but you've ripped off your clothes and you've pushed yourself out there to see things differently. Don't even talk, it's an opticals commercial right now, right? As I'm talking about seeing things differently. Oh no, it was skin. The Star. There's a big energy right now. Queen of Swords. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But again, this like, she's above the clouds. She's like seeing things differently at a higher level, and that ties with the High Priestess, being very intuitive. The Star, followed by the Fool reversed. The Star is Aquarius energy. I feel like someone here may work or has done work in the spotlight, and they found themselves talking to a lot of people or being someone that people confided in, trusted, and wanted to talk to. And I can't say that it's because someone was like super emotional and super loving and like super caring here. It's just someone here has a healing quality to them. Maybe because Sagittarius, you are able to see things differently and from different points of view. Sorry, I'm being awkward. But it's like, maybe this is part of your, I was just gonna say your gift. It could be communication online, like it might even not even be for people around you physically. People listen to you, Sagittarius, though. Someone is, I keep looking at very funny, and I feel like this is part of, maybe this is how you help make people feel comfortable. But you really do have this light, Sagittarius, in you. Either you would like to be a counselor, or you've thought about being a counselor, or you could even have a job where you feel like you're constantly counseling people, or your work buddies, like maybe you have a small work group and you find yourself like constantly giving them advice because you have this like oh wow, the High Priestess reverse. You have this like insight. This is the same ones from before. Like people go to you for your opinion on the air and Sag. Page of Swords reversed. 10 of Wands. I feel like I keep getting a counselor vibe, or like you found it's not work for you to talk to people, and people bring their baggage and their issues to you, and they confide in you, and the things that they would be defensive about anybody knowing, people open up and tell you about it, or just talk about it in a non-defensive manner. And I feel like part of it is because Sagittarius, you've somehow learned to not flinch or make a reaction. Maybe you have been in situations where, or you're just very perceptive of body language and people, but you've been in places where you've either said things or you've noticed someone being honest with their truth, and people maybe going like this and making a face, and that can be hurtful and cutting to someone, especially if they're opening up and revealing something that is a secret or something that they normally don't talk about. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this is, again, someone's gift is compassion. Queen of Cups reversed. 2 of Wands. Sagittarius, I feel like you have people reaching out to you and asking you like what to do. Like they're looking for what's your response or what's your take, and you have, it's almost like, okay, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but it's like you're not making money doing these things. It's like you're not benefiting from off of any of this, but it's like you could, because your advice is so warranted and it is your gift, and your response is desired and wanted, that it's almost like if you could capitalize on, like, if you want my feedback, it's gonna cost you like $5 a comment. I don't know, something like that. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups reversed. There's still a lot of Pisces energy here with those cups. Someone has had their heart broken in the past, or they've had a rocky relationship that they're still in, and this is part of why and how they're able to see things differently. Yeah, maybe it's a rocky relationship someone is already in, or I just keep wanting to say like couples counselor. Someone helping a couple repair, like sitting down and being the judge between the two of them. Or maybe that's what a Sagittarius should do, or maybe that's what you're doing with your partner. You're sitting in front of a counselor, or someone who's just going to be the outside point of view and can see both sides. King of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles here. This could, it's an air sign and a earth sign, but I don't think I don't think that's what this is. I think this is like two people who are just very different. He's down and she's facing up and rising above. Two people seeing things differently. Sagittarius, maybe there's someone that you've been trying to give your cup of love to. Like, I'm seeing like it's made you sick to your stomach because you've wanted to be with this person, or it's like sickening to you to see them talk to other people or consider them even like doing sexy things with other people, the things they did for you, like, but you're not talking to them, or these two people aren't currently speaking. One person is focusing on their education and communication skills and moving ahead in life, and the other person, the masculine, I feel, has been focused on establishing his finances, and there's been a heavy emphasis on a desire for name brands, to just be seen in like Patagonia and Vineyard Vines and name brands. There's a masculine here who's just, he's all about materialistic, how he's dressed, wanting to make sure like everyone knows that what he's wearing is a name brand. That name brand person, though, is hella scared that they will not be able to come back around, because there has been an ending, or like no communication. See that nice fancy bedspread? That's how I'm connecting it with the person with that nice fancy coat, who was the one that was kind of obsessed with appearing maybe they were physically trying to look like a celebrity, like mirroring their image off of like a celebrity. I'm trying to think of one. Like, I guess the John Mayer look, like, or wearing like a thick leather clasp on their arm, and it's kind of like their look. They were trying to intimidate rock stars or something with their materialistic looks. That person is not happy and is sleeping alone with a cold bed, like I mentioned in the, I think, the Aquarius readings. So maybe you have that in your chart, or you're dealing with one, Sag. But I feel like this is also, if there's someone here who like used to date, or like they can't imagine you, Sagittarius, or you can't imagine them being with other people and doing the like, especially sexual, the like fun, crazy sex things that you guys did together, Sagittarius, because the Judgment card came out too, and there, to me, well, that is a card of coming back around, someone coming back. I think someone is, okay. If this is tying to someone that you used to date, Sagittarius, or you used to be close to, at least, like very close to, but only saw them as a friend, they opened up to you and told you about their mommy daddy issues, or they opened up and told you about things, baggages that they'd been holding on to, and they confided in you, Sag, either or you to them, because they were a calm, understanding, accepting energy. There was a disconnect because that Queen of Swords rose above and the King of Pentacles focused downward and on himself. And I feel like the Queen of Swords is the person who initially was the calm, understanding, intuitive energy. There's a fear that someone has like fucked it all up and they can't come back and it'll never be the same. Someone losing thoughts, thinking about losing sleep, thinking about like the naughty things someone else could be doing out there, or it was like, that was for me and we did that together, and like they're imagining like you with someone else, Sag, or you're imagining them with someone else, and like obsessively thinking about it, obsessively thinking about like I feel like someone could be obsessively thinking about the past and the things that they were able to reveal to another person and get off their chest. And it's like there was a disconnect, and this Queen of Swords doesn't want to talk anymore, and this person like has no one to talk to anymore and doesn't have someone to get this stuff off their chest or something to that effect, realizing like how much they were able to get off their chest. Wow, the High Priestess again. That is so much Pisces energy. Maybe something happened during Pisces season, which would be the end of February to mid-March. So like February 20th to March 20th, maybe something happened during that season. But the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and that's Taurus energy. And the Devil is Capricorn energy, and there's a lot of majors here. 7. Someone is worried about competition. This is the person who's scared that you, Sagittarius, are off doing the damn thing with other people, or already in, or are already in a whole nother relationship with someone else. They could be spying, they could be trying to spy, but someone just assumes that there's like people lining up and that there's like a little black book of people that either you've been with, Sagittarius, or that they've been with, and that's not the case at all. There's a female who's like holding on to the keys of her own heart. Whew. Who's holding on to this leg is going to sleep. Who's holding on to the keys of her own heart. It's almost like someone's like, if this isn't fun, if this is too much work, I don't want it. I'm not interested. I'd rather be alone. There's also a masculine here who holds the keys to this feminine's heart, and I don't know if he knows it. It's like the key is right in front of him, and he doesn't either pick it up or he doesn't realize, like, the opportunity to come back, because these two people seem like they've become very powerful. This Hierophant and the High Priestess, this couple, they're each separate on their own. Someone could come back around. The Chariot reverse, they're just not. I feel like Page of Swords. Someone wants to heal a situation, but they're not doing anything. They're not moving forward. It's like if you, all right, maybe there's one person who's being very, someone being very like, if you want this, someone is either has communicated or isn't communicating because they don't want to say it again, or they feel like they shouldn't have to say that if you want this again, you have to be the one that comes to me. I'm not doing anything else. This person has gone to her. That person has gone to him. I mean, this Four of Wands actually shows them getting into a carriage. Someone has either isn't communicating it because it's like, I'm not gonna say this. If I have to ask for it, I don't want it. But it's like, if you don't come to me like that bird on there, it's like I'm not doing anything. Those keys at the bottom, he's got to get on a boat and move to her. I feel like she's holding those keys because it's like, maybe he has come to her. Maybe he is coming. Hey, Sagittarius. Maybe you are making the moves finally. You've planned things out, or this is someone coming towards you. Unlocking what was always theirs. All right, Sagittarius. There's a big desire for reunion, coming back around, talking, making things right, but I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on there's one person who needs to be making that move because the other is just not. So this sounds very much like, I can't even tell you what other reading. Maybe a Gemini Cancer cusp reading, or one of my other readings, similar to someone knows not to do anything. It's almost like they need it, they need it proved to them. The High Priestess wants it proved to her. You gotta come to me, you gotta get to my level. All right, Sagittarius, if it doesn't resonate, please check out the other signs in your chart. I hope you have a wonderful beginning of your Gemini season, and God willing, it won't be another month before we see each other again. So I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye.